Hello beautiful people, my name is Georgia if you don't know me already, and welcome to today's video. So today I'm going to be doing a little bit of a different video. I'm going to be reflecting today since it is New Year's Eve and 2017 is coming to an end. What? So basically I've been doing a little bit of reflecting, just thinking about how fast this year has gone for starters, and secondly how many ups and downs and different things have just happened in this year. 365 days of so many different things, so many different experiences. I think I've changed quite a lot this year, and I just thought that it would be fun to film it for memory's sake and just to share with you guys all of the different things that have happened in the space of a year that have either been good or bad or just contributed to me in some way and have really had quite a big impact on me. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I've popped on my phone, I think it's 15 different things that I've thought of about this year while I've been just chilling out, thinking about the year that was, and I think it will be fun to share with you guys. So sit back, grab a snack, and let's just reflect on 2017. So the first thing that happened this year was in January I travelled to New Zealand, which was a big thing for me. It was my first holiday, really, like holiday without my parents, and I'm still 17. I went with my sister and our two friends Maddie and Katie, and it was so nice. We went on a cruise for 2 weeks to New Zealand and around the island and back, and it was honestly one of the best things I've done this year. Definitely one of my highlights for sure. It's up there in the top 3. I don't know, I think I learned how to be very independent on this trip. I don't know, I think it was the fact that my parents weren't there. I mean, my sister was there sort of, you know, helping me out, but at the same time it's just different without your parents there. I had such a good time. We went and did so many things. I got out of my comfort zone a little bit, and I just really found the passion for traveling and exploring the world. I honestly loved that 2 weeks so much, and I will always remember it for the rest of my life. But it was just such a fun time. Just being on the cruise with really good people was the best, honestly. I love cruises. And we did so many things, chased so many waterfalls. We like rented a car in New Zealand and drove around to all these cool places. And you know, I learnt a lot about like the world and New Zealand in particular, obviously. And it was such an eye-opening trip for me. And I don't know, I just really did enjoy it, and it was one of the best things that I did this year. The second thing I did this year was started a job in retail, and ever since I was little, my dream has been to work in retail. When I was younger, I used to get like cash registers and like fake keyboards and stuff, and I would play shops until the sun went down. Like, I was obsessed with it. And I've always wanted to go into retail. My job before that was in like fast food, and I didn't really enjoy it. I was there for quite a while, but I just didn't enjoy it as much as not being in food. So that was a really big thing for me. I really did enjoy the experience and learning about, you know, how to do a different type of job. I just found it very eye-opening. I had like a budget to meet, you know, I learned a lot about that side of like businesses and stuff, and like meeting targets and all that stuff. And I don't know, I learned a lot in that experience in itself. On to number 3, I began university. So if you guys have been watching me for a little while, you know that last year I graduated from high school, and this year has been my first year out. So I went straight into university, and I began this year in a Bachelor of Arts at a uni that I thought was, for me, I thought that that was like my only option, sort of. I didn't really think that any other uni would be suitable or eligible for me, and I just knew that this is where I had to be. And I didn't get into my first preference, which was speech pathology, so I was doing a Bachelor of Arts for a year so that I could transfer over. But In itself, that like couple of months was the craziest couple of months of my life. It was nothing like I expected at all. I didn't expect to have the experience that I did. I'm sure a lot of you would know like all the stuff that happened. If you scroll back to a couple of months, about 7 months ago, you guys will have seen a bunch of videos that I made. It was quite an upsetting time because I felt so lost and just like there was nothing for me. Like I just felt so out of place. I had zero clue what I was doing. And anyway, in the end I decided that speech pathology wasn't for me, and from that experience I actually was able to learn what my real passion was and what excited me and what really motivated me, helped me decide the job that I wanted to do. And so I was able to then change my course, change unis, pack up all of my stuff and start again mid-year, and yeah, go into something that I was really passionate about, which was very crazy. I'm gonna say crazy because I feel like it was great, you know, the adrenaline was pumping, but at the same time, like, there was tears, there was a lot of tears, you know, I was scared, there was so many feelings that happened in that time. It was just so crazy. That goes into number 4. I completely changed my career path. I completely did a 180. I wanted to do speech pathology, and then I decided I wanted to do something with like criminals and all of that sort of thing, which is completely different. And then I decided that my 2 favourite subjects while I was doing the arts degree were criminology and psychology. So I decided that my dream course would be to combine them. I researched a whole bunch of different career opportunities that would come out of a degree where I could do both, and I found my dream degree, a double degree in justice and psychology, and I worked out where I wanted to go, and that was really empowering for me that I finally had found where I wanted to get to. Number 5 was I turned 18 this year. So in Australia, 18 is like the legal age. It's like the big year. Once you're 18, you know, you can go out and you can go to clubs, you can drink alcohol, like all of that sort of stuff. So it's sort of a big milestone, and it was so good. I had the best birthday ever. I celebrated it with such amazing people, and I just had the best time. I rented out a hotel and I went clubbing on my birthday, and then I had like a family breakfast, family lunch, and then I went out to dinner with all of my friends, and it was honestly the best thing ever. I was so loved, and I was so appreciative. I can't speak English. I was just so grateful for everyone that came and just were there for me when I needed them, and just, it was a great time. I had the best birthday ever, and yeah, 18, it was a good time. Number 6 was I realized a lot about friendships and quality of life. I learned so much about the type of people that I want in my life this year. Like, it's insane. And I've learned what real friends are, what real friends do, what type of people I want to surround myself with, and just about living life the best that I can and not letting anyone get in the way of that. And it was very hard at the time, obviously. When you lose friends, that's an incredibly hard thing to deal with, and I obviously found it quite upsetting, but I've definitely learned to obviously learn from it and take it on board, and then make something great of what I've got. I have the best friends in the world. I have a lovely home. I have the best family ever. I'm in my dream course. I have so many things to be grateful for, and I'm just alive. I'm living, I'm breathing, and you know, I'm having the time of my life. It's great. It's awesome. And I definitely needed those bad things to happen for me to realize all of that. So it definitely helped me out in the end, but at the time it was definitely one of the biggest lows of this year. Number 7 was a very, very big one for me this year. Basically, I addressed my anxiety. I've done a few videos on my channel talking about my anxiety, and a lot of you would probably know that I have anxiety. I've had anxiety probably for a long time, but I really noticed it in grade 12 with all of the stress and stuff. I was just a very anxious person, and I struggled quite a lot. I obviously made it through high school. Just this year there was so many things chucked out at me. My anxiety was very, very on edge and I was not doing okay. So this year I actually went and addressed that, went and got some help, went and saw a psychologist, I went and saw my doctor. I knew in myself that I needed to do something about it. I didn't want to keep feeling like that. I didn't want to just suck it up and deal with it. And so I did something about it. And I'm very, very proud of myself for doing that, because anyone who goes out of their way to get the help that they think that they need, that is a huge step. And if you have done the same thing, you should seriously be commended, because it's such a tough thing to do. And I'm very, very proud of myself for going and doing it, because now I'm so much happier. And yeah, my psychologist was amazing. She's the loveliest person ever, and just really, really helped me get that spark for life back, which I'm so, so grateful for. Number 8 was sort of amongst all of the anxiety stuff, because obviously my anxiety peaked and it got really, really bad this year. I handed in my first resignation letter. My first job that I had, working at like the fast food place, I didn't quit. I didn't really get fired either, but they sort of just didn't really need my help anymore. This year I handed in my resignation to the retail job. There was so much like drama with that, and that job just really had a negative impact on me. And once I started going to the psychologist, we worked out where the root of the problem was and worked out where I was getting most of my anxiety from. And basically just so that I could, you know, be free again, be happy and enjoy my life. I was hating my life so much at this point, and just so I could get that enjoyment back, yeah, she really gave me the courage to quit that job and move on. And that was one of the greatest things that I have ever done. That feeling of being free from something that had so much baggage and was weighing me down so much was incredible, and I'm so glad that I did that. Now, number 9, I've sort of already said, so I must have accidentally skipped ahead, but this year I also got accepted into my dream uni, which I didn't know at the time was going to be my dream uni, but now that I go there, it is the one for me. It is so good. I love my uni. It's so much better than I could have ever imagined. I was very scared to go there, but it's amazing, and I'm so glad I ended up, you know, putting in an application to this uni. And later I even got into my dream course, the one that I've been wanting to get into, which was justice and psychology. I moved to this uni mid-year, like I said before, and I did 6 months of justice, and I really wanted to add on psychology. So I put in that application towards the end of this year, and a couple of weeks later I got accepted into it. So in 2018 I will be starting my psychology proportion of my dual degree, and I'm very, very excited. I honestly couldn't be more excited. I'm very, very lucky and grateful to be starting that next year. Number 10, I'm so grateful for this. This year I have gone out of my way and made so many wonderful friendships and just met so many wonderful people that have really had a big impact on my life. I've made friends at uni, I've made friends outside of uni, I've met mutual friends of my friends, and you know, I've just met some really, really cool people and gotten to hang out with them, talk to them, and spend some time with just some really amazing people. Even with YouTube, I've met so many amazing people through here. It just has really, really helped me this year. And so if there is anyone watching this video who I have like met this year and become good friends with, or just, you know, you've had a conversation with me or something, I am so, so grateful for you, because yeah, I've met some pretty amazing people this year. For example, my friend Elise. I love Elise. I think she's the funniest person ever. Seriously, I am with such like-minded people. We're very, very similar, and I met her this year, which was incredible because I feel like I've known her for so much longer than I actually have. But yeah, I became friends with her this year, and I've done some pretty cool things with her. We've made some memories. I've just really, really enjoyed having her in my life. Number 11 is back to the career stuff. I pursued my career in makeup and also tutoring. So I have 2 jobs. I get this question all the time, but I'm a makeup artist and a tutor, and I'm a freelance makeup artist, so it's all on my own accord. I'm, you know, just a person that can get contacted and people can hire me to do their makeup. And then for tutoring, I am employed by a business who sort of send me out to different people and I tutor kids. I am loving my job now. It works really, really well for me, very flexible. I sort of get to choose my own hours and when I work and when I do stuff. If I want a weekend off, I take a weekend off. Actually, I don't work weekends, but if I need time off, I can take it off. It's just so flexible and works really, really well for me. So that has been a great thing that I've done this year. Number 12 is that I really found my passion for fitness and health this year. And yeah, just sort of grew a real interest in this area. I've gotten really, really interested in healthy eating and just learning more about what I put in my body, knowing what I'm doing with my body and that sort of thing, and also just training my body, like pushing myself to my limits. I've learned so much about all of that, and obviously there's lots more for me to learn, but it's just been such a great experience and that has been one of the best things that I've done this year. I'm so much healthier than I was at the beginning of this year. Not that I was really, really unhealthy or anything, but I'm definitely a lot healthier, feeling a lot better, a lot happier. It's been a really, really fun time learning about all of that stuff. I feel so much better than I have before. It's so good. Number 14. Was one that really made me feel so accomplished this year, and I launched my project. So I run the Inspire project, which you guys probably have heard a lot about, but I'll have links to everything down below. I created merch for the Inspire project and just created a space to help people to create like a really fun and happy and healthy environment and promote mental well-being. That was one of the greatest things that I have done this year. I've been thinking about this project for a while, probably for like a year now, just thinking about like ideas and like, oh, this would be cool to do one day. I actually put it into practice this year, did it, and I'm doing it and I love it. I think it's so awesome. I'm enjoying every second of it. I think it's so cool and I'm just hoping to make a difference. So yeah, it's been a really amazing experience and I've learned a lot about myself throughout it, just knowing what I'm capable of and knowing that I really can do anything that I set my mind to. With a lot of hard work, you can get there. And the last one, I thought I would end on a high, is that I have met some of the best YouTube people that there is. I think it might have been last year. I met Rachel and she is the loveliest person ever. Honestly, I've never met a person so sweet and caring and just beautiful. Like, she is the nicest person ever. And I've known her for a little while now and she's introduced me to like Georgia Richards and I got to meet her this year, which was awesome. I've met so many like YouTubers and things, which is incredible because YouTube is just a massive passion of mine and it's so exciting to meet like-minded people and just be able to talk to them. And you know, I've made some really good friends off YouTube. Like Amy, when Amy came to Brisbane, it was so lovely to meet her. I've watched her videos for such a long time. And yeah, it was just really nice to be able to meet her and, you know, just hang out with them one-on-one. A bit different to just sending them a tweet or replying to an Instagram comment. It was a lot more personal, obviously. And I'm just so grateful that I've met so many amazing people this year. A massive thanks to YouTube for getting me these friends pretty much, because I honestly have no idea where I would be without my YouTube channel and without all of you guys. And it's just such an amazing thing that I do and I get to do, and I'm so lucky and grateful. It's the best thing ever and I just can't thank you guys enough. So thank you for everything that you've done for me this year, specifically towards my YouTube channel. I love you guys. I love interacting with you and just talking to you, and I love having you guys a part of my life. You guys are my best friends. And you know, I sit down and I tell you guys everything and I'm honest about everything with you guys, and I don't know, it's just really nice to have so many beautiful people in my life. So thank you to you guys. But that is all of my reflection. I have spoken for long enough. I hope you guys have enjoyed watching this video and yeah, sharing this year with me. Thank you guys so much for watching my videos, for, you know, interacting with me. It's honestly so amazing to be able to interact with so many amazing people, and you guys have been on this whole journey with me. You've been throughout this whole year with me. I've vlogged every week, you know, I've shared with you guys all of the highs, I've shared with you many of the lows, and you know, it's just amazing to be able to share that with you guys. So thank you so much for watching me. You have no idea how much I appreciate it, and I'm so keen for 2018. 2018 is going to be a good year. I have a good feeling about it. I'm going into 2018 feeling motivated, feeling empowered, and ready to tackle anything. I'm ready. I'm ready for 2018. I'm so ready. So I hope you guys are too. I hope you guys have had a lovely 2017. If you haven't had the best year, honestly, don't worry. We have only a couple of hours left of 2017, and with a new year brings many new opportunities. So make the most of 2018. Obviously, I'm going to be here with you throughout the entire thing, sharing my 2018 experience with you guys. So I hope you guys are ready for it and ready for a ride. And yeah, let's jump into 2018. I hope you guys all have the best New Year's Eve. Party hard, bring in the new year, and I will see you guys all in 2018. Bye guys! Mwah. I love you. We're taking off.